everyone, it's KarenLee, and welcome to my show, The KarenLee Potter Show. Today, I have the fabulous Briana Banks. We're going to launch right into penis size then, as long as everybody's penises probably just started getting all erect. Do you have suggestions for guys that do have small penises? I mean, obviously you don't see them in porn, but outside of porn.
Use your tongue, use your fingers, Sex is very important. It's so underestimated. We love it. I mean, speaking as a woman, I love it.
Right, me too.
If I did it right, and fingers, I can deal with just the small penis, even if you can't use it well, use your other assets.
And that's what these guys are saying to me, and a lot of them, they're just so embarrassed by it, and they have had like girls look at it and go, I can't do anything with that. It's so sad, the humiliation that they go through.
Yeah.
And here, you and Nina Hartley and a few others that I interviewed over the years have all said the same thing. It really matters about, if you please the woman. She's not going to care at all because the actual act of intercourse is not all that exciting. It's fun, but it's like just the part that, you.
I like the foreplay.
Exactly.
Like you're in high school and the dry humping and I like to play games like, oh, you can't go under my panties. Like that gets me wetter than actual
me too.
Intercourse.
Because it's that we're all about this, right? We're all about.
They're all about there and we're all about here.
And that's why the guys with the small penises don't understand, because it's not about just, their penis. It's just a real sad story because they can't get past all that. And at the same time, guys with extra large penises say the same thing to me. They're like, oh my God, I feel so bad because these girls are like scared of me. They're like, I'm not coming near that thing.
You definitely probably won't get that from me because I'm used to them. But
you got used to it at 19. You were thrown in the deep end of the pool, so to speak.
Yeah, but I mean, I've been, for the first time in my entire life, I've been single for a year and a half just because I needed to figure out who I was. And,
that's good thinking.
Learn what I like. When I have sex, it's only on camera. So, I mean, I pretty much attack these guys.
But you're really
horny. I don't know what's coming. I just I get in Banksy mode and game on. That's all.
Game on.
I always say the night before the scene, working with so-and-so tomorrow, #game on, wait for it. And they never know what I mean until they start the scene.
Right. Everybody watching this is going to go, oh my God, I want to be game on. I want to be a game on with Briana. So that was another question I had actually. It was from my boyfriend. He wanted to know if you actually had orgasms on set.
Yes. Absolutely.
That's part of the game.
Yeah, I do. I don't, I usually have them at least once per scene if the person knows what they're doing.
Are you multi-orgasmic?
Oh, well, no, I let myself relax enough to have one. And usually I've kind of worked my way up the ladder of we call porn life. So I get to work with the veterans and the hot girls, so I don't have to work with the guys that don't know what they're doing. So I'm usually guaranteed at least one, hopefully 2 to 3 orgasms per scene.
Well, do you think that guys, especially younger guys, should learn and be educated from porn?
I don't, and I do. Porn is nothing like what you're going to do in your private life. You're not going to do a pile driver at home. I did a pile driver for browsers last month.
Well, just because I'm not as versed with the lingo as you are, what is a pile driver?
On your back, legs all the way over your head, knees on the ground, ass in the air.
Right, okay. Okay, that sounds like a yoga move.
Yeah, we're both like that with our butts touching, and the guy was going back and forth. So I'm like, oh my God. And when he was done, I'm like, can somebody push me over because I couldn't get out of it.
Oh my God, especially as we get older, it does get harder to get out of these poses.
I was like, that was great, but everyone's leaving the room and I'm still stuck in this position. Can someone just tilt me over?
Are you still doing a lot of scenes that are like double penetration type scenes and those kind of things?
Yes, I've been back 1 year. I've done 4 anal scenes because a lot of the companies won't pay my rate.
Oh,
And I
really?
refuse to go down because once you go down, you can't come back up. And
Interesting.
a lot of girls are doing them for cheap.
In terms of like all the internet porn that's out there,
Yeah.
are people that are, doing actual films getting a reduction in their pay? Is it harder to get work and do you get paid less?
It is definitely harder to get paid your rate, but I pretty much don't budge on mine. And I get less work, but you know what? I get better companies.
It's quality.
Like I would rather work for browsers or the companies that can afford my rate, because the companies that can't, I'm pretty sure that the product's not going to turn out well. So why would I want to shoot with them anyway? Because I'm not just doing this for a paycheck. I'm doing this to recreate my brand and hopefully direct and stuff in the future. So I'm not going to put out dog fart productions, for example.
Right.
I'm sorry, but they keep hitting me up, and no, I'm not going to do that.
Your end goal here is to do more directing, writing, producing, that kind of thing?
And now that I'm finally getting used to the different styles of shooting, I would either like to direct, but I want it to be something different. For example, I love shooting for Elegant. They just shot my first DP backhand double anal. Yeah.
You're saying it like, I had a headshot and a mid-range. And a DP and a double anal.
Well, no, it was only my second double anal I've
How?
ever done.
I don't want to get off track, but how could anybody do a double anal? I mean, anal itself is to me, it's very like, it's hard to get there. It's not a natural opening.
I don't know. I like anal. I can orgasm from anal. It's for me. It is enjoyable. I only done a double one other time, and it was with my ex and his friend because it was his first production. So I wasn't comfortable doing it, but I did it, and I didn't enjoy it. So this scene was only going to be a DP, and then 15 minutes in, I called the director aside. I'm like, so if you want to give me the little bit more, how about I give you my second double anal of all time? Because I wanted to really win awards at AVN next year.
Oh, boy.
And his eyes lit up like he just saw God. And he's like, oh, my God, are you kidding? And yeah, I actually had a lot of fun. I mean, I don't do anything that I don't want to do. And a lot
You
of
can't.
people give me shit for it, and I've been called lots of names on Twitter. But it's my vagina, it's my ass, and who I work with and what I do is nobody's business but my own.
How do you relax enough to do the like anal, let alone double anal? I mean, how does it that you? I mean, and when you're done with it, are you like ready to walk like you just got off a horse?
No, actually, this is probably details you guys don't want to know.
No, are you kidding me? I like details more than the other stuff that most people interview.
Right? I go and get a colonic the day before.
Oh, you do?
So that I know everything's clean.
So you're relaxed as far as that goes.
So that's very helpful in knowing there's going to be no accidents, because that's a nightmare. And then
Has that ever happened?
You can't eat until maybe an hour before the scene, just so you get some energy. So I mean, I don't know. I get really into it, and I enjoy it. I don't get the girls that I see walking around with butt plugs in. I'm just like,
what are they doing? Yeah,
they're stretching their bums.
Yeah.
I've never used a butt plug in my life. I just go for it. If I'm like into it, my body naturally, my butt just like kind of gets ready for it itself. But these girls will put butt plugs in and then go bigger and bigger and bigger so that they're ready when the scene starts. They're stretched. But I'm like, I don't want my asshole to be this big when the scene starts.
I know, when the scene starts, I'm like, what the hell is that?
I mean, I don't know. That's weird to me.
So your asshole will stretch all the way out and then it goes all the way back in?
Yeah, I was never, I used to do anal all the time before I left. I was like the anal queen, the DP queen, and 5 years of not doing anal at all. The guy I was dating was like totally not into it. Now I can gape, which sounds weird.
Wait, now
You would
what?
think that means you're loose, but it doesn't. It means you're actually tight because your muscles, like, you have to hold it open. But
Wait, so what was
yeah,
that term? Because again, I did not hear that.
gape.
Gape?
Gape, when they pull out of
Oh.
your butt and you spread your cheeks and it stays open for a second.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know why guys like seeing my butthole, the inside of it. I don't, but
Hey, you know, it's
my,
part of that desensitization thing. You got to get
well,
kinky.
well, 4D and Twitter, I could have killed my director that shot my double anal. He did like all these pretty photos for the first tease, second tease, more hardcore, third tease for close-ups of my bum gaped. I texted him, could you warn me next time you're gonna do that?
Yeah.
So I'm not eating a bowl of cereal and drinking a cup of coffee when I see my butt.
Can you imagine? That's kind of how I feel when I get a dick pic sent to me unsolicited. You know, I'm like, what the hell is this?
I know, right? What is with that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why. I think guys are so visual that they think that because if they got a vagina pic from me, they'd be all excited. So if they send me a dick pic, I'm going to get all excited. But I, in fact, get revolted. I don't know. And as a porn star, I'm sure you get way more than me. And what do? You're like, oh no, another dick pic?
Well, I usually, I don't open many of my DMs just because I get like hundreds a day,
Right,
and
right.
I only open the ones that I know the fans.
Mm-hmm.
Because yeah, usually I've got like ejaculating clips.
Yeah. What the
I'm just
hell?
like, I do porn. I don't live, breathe, and eat porn. Like, I actually have a life outside of pornography.